How can Lagos have three functioning seaports with a fourth one in the works and every other place is languishing? How?
Are you getting the? You see, when I sit here and talk, people know they listen because I know be Rufai, I know be Sheung. When you are rejoicing, I see people in Abia State rejoicing, celebrating they are building international, they are building international airport. I look at them as fools. When I see them rejoicing, I look at them as fools. Do you know why? You have international, not just an airport. You have Lagos State have international airport, have local airport. You have international airport in Owerri. Plane will never take off from there to anywhere. Even though from there, plane never take off from Owerri to Cotonou. You have international port in Enugu. Plane will don't take off from there to anywhere again. When I was little, I used to hear that people travel from there. Not now again. You have international airport in Ebonyi State. That one, I'm not even sure if you can fly kite from that place because the last time I checked, I saw a video where the herders were grazing their cattle in the airport, and after grazing in outside, they take their cattle inside to sleep. Airport, Ebonyi State. You have international airport. Where do you want me to continue counting? They don't work. They don't work. And the international airports is not that federal government you build. No. Like Imo State own, I say I know when I was a little boy, my mama go draw me for hand in the morning. Where did they go do meeting? They do contribution to build international airport. Imo State, Sambakwe. So that airport you see there was built by the people of Imo. No single assistance from federal government of Nigeria then. Yet it was frustrated that it must not be completed. The project should have been finished, a very good, marvelous, mighty airport. But they tell Sambakwe, you cannot build this kind of airport in Imo State. Then go and find out if I dey lie. I say I know because my mama did the quarrel that time. Say, see the thing where they suffer. Ask my mama that time. My mama no say he no go enter aeroplane. My papa knows say they no go enter aeroplane, but they are doing it because they believe it's a development that is coming. But the north and the south, or the north and the west, and the UK, United Kingdom, they frustrated it. Hey, if you allow them to build this airport, your Lagos International Airport don't become dustbin. Oh. Lagos Airport is Federal Nigeria Airport, but it is generating revenue for Lagos. People build airport with their own sweat and money and effort and strength and labor. The point is that the airport was frustrated. Sam Bagwe was stopped. He was not even allowed to finish the airport that time. The authority, the order was stop because the plans of the airport, the plan, the airport plan, I don't know, the architectural work or the architectural plan is too much for Imo State. That was the reason it was stopped. And that was the reason The Imo airport was abandoned for so many years until last few years when they come to open it.
How do you build an economy when the smallest state by landmass that has the highest per capita income with the highest population, right, has the only functioning seaport in Nigeria, while everybody else is left to go home and dry? It doesn't make sense. This is the reason why I'm saying to the president that it is economic injustice and Nigeria is structurally, you know, like skewed to favor Lagos economy. And this is the basic truth. The Calabar deep sea port draft has not been done. The documents at the ICRC has been cleared for Akwa Ibom deep sea port project in Ibom. Yeah, the federal government has sat on it because if you look at the structure, 20% of the shares belongs to the federal government, 20% belongs to the state government, and 60% belongs to interested private sector investor. And that 60% was given as a 34-year concession, a PPP with Bolloré Logistics, like 2 or 3 years ago. Bolloré, the French company, ended up selling itself to MSC, Mediterranean Shipping Company. Mediterranean said they are doing revalidation. Why is the federal government not putting as much effort in making sure that they start building Akwa Ibom Deep Sea Port, like they did for Lekki Deep Sea Port in Lekki Free Trade Zone? And now the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy is saying that they are going to, cut investors and they are doing drawings to see that they start the Bakassi Deep Sea Port. How can Lagos have 3 functioning seaports with a 4th one in the works and every other place is languishing? How?
Are you getting the? You see, when I sit here and talk, people know they listen because I know be Rufai, I know be Sheung. I told you, remember last 2 years, Nigeria seaport or Lagos Yoruba land seaport, Lagos seaport got congested. They have to move to Benin Republic. They have to ask some people to begin to land in Benin Republic instead of Lagos. When Calabar seaport is there, when Wari seaport is there, instead that money will come into Calabar land, let another outsider take. Remember what Ahmad Bello said, Uthman Danfodio Abenahu, waiting with them said. He said that when instead you, a Biafran person will benefit, they will employ people from outside to do the contract for them. And the people are not getting it. I thank God people are coming to say it now. People are beginning to understand. This young man, wisdom, or waiting be name, I don't know his name. Yeah, they see me, just they come out to go. You remember the other one in Nebom, or in Menebom. Now, so in the talk before, it be like said they don't want him. If you talk again, you go disappear. That one don't go hide. You know, they come out, come talk again. That barrister in Ebom, now so in the come blaster them, they shot them, it don't go in. Now this one don't come out again. How many times it go happen? Make we know. You get seaports, they lock them. You get refineries, they block them. You no get nothing. They tell you they are building international road that been waiting 1 million to work carry. We could go from Lagos to Port Harcourt. Is that what we need? Instead of opening the seaport in Warren that were locked, only Lagos, small Lagos, as small as Lagos is, they are opening number 4 seaport now. Maybe before this year end, they go to work. And ask yourself, who are the people importing goods in those 4 seaports in small Lagos, Biafrans? And the goods coming into that 4 seaports, 80% of them are coming into Biafra land. So when you come to Lagos, you spend your money in Lagos, you have to shatter money from the motor from Lagos, probably Dangote motor, to bring it for your papa land. And on the process, the roadblock that they mount from Lagos to your papa land, Umuahia, Onitsha, Benin, everywhere, they will be taking your money from one checkpoint to the other. You will pay, you will pay. At the end of it, maybe before you get to your destination, the motor go fall for road, your container go fall the other side. The goods, people go come jog am, you go lose. Because road ma, e no dey. Security kuma, e no dey. Who no get here, you no go here. Listen to the boy or the young man as he speak.
And that 60% was given as a 34-year concession, a PPP with Bolloré Logistics, like 2 or 3 years ago. Bolloré, the French company, ended up selling itself to MSC, Mediterranean Shipping Company. Mediterranean said they are doing revalidation. Why is the federal government not putting as much effort in making sure that they start building Akwa Ibom Deep Sea Port, like they did for Lekki Deep Sea Port in Lekki Free Trade Zone? And now the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy is saying that they are going to, cut investors, and they are doing drawings to see that they start the Bakassi Deep Sea Port. How can Lagos have 3 functioning seaports with a 4th one in the works and every other place is languishing? How do you build an economy when everything is centered around Lagos? Is it because the Lagos establishment is afraid that if there's an operational seaport in the Eastern Maritime Flank, which geographically is better for maritime operations, you're going to have diversion of port operations from the southeast, the south-south, the northeast to Akwa Ibom? Is it because they're afraid of revenue?
Are you getting it? They are afraid of losing the revenue to another person. They are not even that afraid of losing the revenue, because even if Akwa Ibom Seaport will be working, the Warri Seaport will be working, and they build up their own, they will not lose all the revenue, because people will still import and they clear their goods from Akwa Ibom, and some from Warri, and some from Lagos, because people are still in Lagos doing business. But for the fact that they want to frustrate you, they want make you suffer, make you understand. They don't want the seaport to come there. It's not just about the revenue. It's about strangling you, to strangle you economically, and make you to regret being a Biafran man.
Losses, it doesn't make any sense. We have to say the truth to power.
Kevin, you're right. We have to say the truth to power. And thank you for doing that as well. And yesterday you put out a series of tweets highlighting these issues regarding the Calabar seaport. But you also stated in your tweet about the fact that the southeast is the only region in the whole of Nigeria that doesn't have a high-pressure transmission pipe for gas running through it. I'd love for you to highlight that as well. And now you've asked the federal government to decentralize port operations to the Eastern Maritime Corridor, so that the southeast and the northeast can benefit. Now, why do you believe that this has been so difficult to achieve?
Oji, it's interesting you ask this question, and the reason I don't know what the Southeast Governors Forum are doing. I don't know what they discuss when they meet, but they
will discuss how to please their slave masters. They discuss how they will please the Fulanese. Finish. If they gather, they cannot discuss how to bring development. They cannot discuss how to prosper their people, how to build industry. No, they will discuss what shall we do so that Emir will be happy. What shall we do so that the people that we sign documents for will be happy. That's what they discuss, in case you don't know.
Critical areas that we must address and we must bring to the table as soon as possible. The Southeast, yes, is the only region that does not have a high-pressure gas transmission pipe to take natural gas through it. You have the AKK, the Ajaokuta, Abuja, Kaduna, Kano. There is a part, the second phase of that AKK that goes to Gausu in Zamfara.